この黄金はすべてあなたのものです。現金化をご希望でしたら、そのように手配することもできます。
Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Now, when I tell you all, I have been grinding out these videos. I really have. I have, at least so far in this break, I have been grinding these videos. Okay, I mean, this video right now, this is probably not going to come out until, I don't know, a week from now or something. I think I've recorded enough videos to be at least a week ahead of y'all. So you're probably watching this a week after I recorded it. I'm not even gonna hold you. You know, today I can check what video did I upload today. Because I'm uploading Umineko videos every single day, right? Now because I've been writing them out. Today I uploaded the let's see. Today I uploaded the Birth of Beatrice part. Okay, that I uploaded that, or I'm going to upload that today. So yeah, I think it says that's part 17. So what part is this? What part am I currently recording? And then you can see how and considering that the fact that I'm uploading these daily, you can then see how far ahead I am compared to what day it actually is today. So I've been pumping these out. Thankfully, I've been loving reading the Umineko, and now that I have so much more time because of this break, I'm just grinding out these videos. Let's go. I've been loving it though. There is an element to it that I guess you could say is unfortunate, which is the discussions of being able to have these daily discussions with y'all, of uploading a video, seeing your comments, and then uploading, and then receiving the feedback, and then taking it in, and then using that to forward my mindset going on. But I think at this stage, when we know so many secrets, we know so many reveals of Umineko, I think this is it, if that makes sense. I don't think there's any much more need. I mean, I think what your comments will do at this point is just give extra cool symbolism things that I haven't noticed before. There's not much more left that really needs to be answered, is there, right? I mean, heck, even the epitaph has been solved at this point. That just goes to show, and we now know what the solution to the epitaph. That just goes to show how far in we are. This is really the end game now. We have one more episode left after this. Now, I don't know how much left you have of episode 7, but I believe we are now in the 8th or 9th act out of the 9 acts, I think. So I think we're really closing in on the end here. I think we're on the 8th act, and then the next act is going to be the 9th act, where we see the upcoming years to 1986. That's probably what it's going to be like. And then after that, we'll probably be in a tea party. So that's crazy. This has been, I think, in terms of length of time, this has been the quickest part of Umineko that I've ever read. In terms of like real life time, I started this part just a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks ago. To be done within 3 weeks is crazy. I mean, yes, maybe in YouTube type, as in when I upload these, sure, it might not be that quick because I upload these every single day, right? Or once a day, right? But I'm recording these multiple videos. I'm recording multiple of these a day. In a single day, I could be recording many. So for me, it feels very quick, right? We're now already, seemingly approaching the end of this episode, and it feels like I just started episode 7 not too long ago. It feels like I'm just now at the beginning where I met up with Will and Leon, but we really have been together for quite a bit, haven't we? So yeah, we're gonna keep reading now, and then we'll see when we get to the tea party. I gotta prepare tea for then. That's right, I have to prepare tea. And luckily I still have my cup. It's still ready to go. This is going to be the penultimate tea party when we get to it. Hopefully nothing happens until the episode 8 tea party. When we get to the episode 8 tea party, I'll be excited to be able to finish off with the exact same cup. The exact same ruby cup that I used in episode 1. To finally be able to use it again to drink tea for both episode 7 and episode 8. That really will bring it all together in the nicest way possible. So yeah, let's get into it. Last time, I don't think. Do I need to recap last time? Alright, we'll recap last time. Last one was a very harsh part. We get to see Kinzo. Well, first, we get to see Beato fully solve the epitaph and find the gold, and then we see her go to Kinzo's study, and Kinzo gets to apologize to her and, you know, end his life without any regrets, and he passes away right afterwards, actually. And now we're back here, and Genji's like, alright, now it's all you. You're the master now. You're the head. What do you want to do? Here you go. If you want to exchange for money, you can do that. If you want to do something else, it's up to you. You're the head now. You're the boss. You're the master. So here we go. Let's keep reading.
200億円の価値があるそうです。
20 billion. So Nanjo's here. I'm guessing then Kimosawa's also here, right?
もうあんたにはこの世で金で叶えられぬ夢はありませんな。
So Nanjo's here, and Nanjo knows about the gold. Kumasawa's here, and she also knows about the gold. Meaning that that during the massacre of 1986, they were all hella aware. They were aware of everything that was going on by 1986. Wow, that's not something. If you had asked me back in episode 2, there's no way I would have known. Oh yeah, Nanjo knows everything. I mean, I could have been suspicious, but there's nothing I had full proof on. There's nothing I could have been fully on. Oh yeah, Nanjo, this man, he knows everything. He knows everything that's going on behind the scenes. There's no way I would have known that back then. But yeah, no, he fully knew. And even as people were being murdered, he fully knew and just didn't mention the gold, didn't mention that it actually exists, didn't mention the solution to the epitaph. Okay. Alright, only redeemed in this world can help you granted with money. But no they can't. That's the thing. No they can't. No they can't, Nanjo. That's the thing. This gold isn't going to bring Backer back. Don't you get it? She wants Backer to come to her on a white horse. But he ain't. This gold ain't gonna bring him back. Not out of his own free will, at least. I don't see Batter's extremely really die personally, but I'm just saying.
急にこんな大金が手に入っても使い道に困ってしまいますね。
お金で手に入れられるものの中に私の欲しいものはありません。
See, I knew it. There's nothing she actually wants with this money. I knew it.
ですからこれは当分はそのままにしておこうと思います。
Okay, I respect that choice. Of course, I'm glad I have a lot of money. Well, yeah, nobody's gonna be saying no to a lot of money. 20 billion yen? 20 tons of gold? No, not 20, sorry, 10 tons of gold. It equals to 20 billion yen, which is $200 million. You're not gonna say no to $200 million, that's all yours. But, however, money can't heal the pain in my heart. That's what I'm saying. You don't want money right now. You want Backer to return to you. I understand your heart. That's the thing. Alright? Or at least I'm trying to. I'm trying to understand your heart, Beato. You don't want money. You want Backer to come back to you. And I get that. And you have those wounds still deep within you. And I understand that. I just want him to come back.
かしこまりました。
I'm saying. So thankfully, I'm not completely dense. And I at least to some degree understand her feelings. Although I could never understand her deepest feelings, I can to some degree understand them. And I feel like that's good. I'm making an attempt. I feel like out of everything, you know, if you don't ignore the heart and try to understand her feelings, I think we will be on our way.
では、そのようにいたします。それからこの鍵を。
Is that the key to the study or what?
これは
この地下貴賓室へ至る鍵です。
But I thought this underground room can be opened by just rearranging the letters and solving the riddle and having the mechanism go.
これを使えば、もう仕掛けを使う必要はありません。
Oh, okay. She was the only one who knew the answer to the epitaph's riddle, and the only key to this place was now hers. Other than the riddle. At this point, she truly was the master of this golden VIP room.
あなたはもはや この六軒島の主です。
Well, yeah, now that Kinzo's dead, she truly is.
この島のすべての秘密をお知りになられる資格があります。
クワドリアンのことも話すべきでしょうな。
Oh yeah, you're gonna tell the truth about that? And the stories that happened there, that come from there?
あなたのお母上がお過ごしになられた隠し館です。
Your mother?
お噂くらいはお聞きになったことがあるでしょ
It's the hidden mansion, yeah?
クワドリアン。
この島の両端には2つの屋敷があります。一方は私たちのよく知るお屋敷。
I wonder, does she wish to see it? Does she wish to see how Kyodorian looks like?
もう一方はクワドリアンと呼ばれる隠し屋敷でございます。
この島の地下には戦争中に作られた基地の跡があるのです。親方様はそれを利用されて島の両端を行き来されておりました。
What about the corpses? What happened to the corpses of the Italians and the Japanese military people? What happened to them? Do they still remain, or did Kinzo clean them up? I'm not sure if you can create this VIP room, you could create the two mansions, you can do all that sort of thing with the gold, right? And he must have also transported all this gold in one place over here, right? Or was this gold all this piled up here and he just built a room around it? Well, I don't know, either way, Kinzo must have figured out a way to do all this. So I'm sure he could have also done something to remove all the corpses. Maybe. I don't know the logistics behind that, but what's going on with the corpses? How are you just not going to elaborate on that? They'd be skeletons by now, wouldn't they? It's been how many decades? 4 decades? They would be skeletons by now, wouldn't they? How long does it take for flesh to be skeletonized? Is that a word? I don't know. But how does it, like, if I die right now on my seat like this, how long would it take for me to be a skeleton? Like Assassin's Creed time. Oh, Assassin's Creed! Have you guys seen? I played Assassin's Creed. Those games. I've talked about Assassin's Creed like recently. I feel like while doing the Umineko about how I should play those games on my channel soon if I want to. But yeah, no, the Assassin's Creed had that kind of thing where Ezio sat or Okay, I'm gonna say this. Someone, I already said. Okay, well, okay. Someone sat on a chair and then, you know. And that's where they passed away. And then after sitting there for, what, how long was it? Hundreds of years maybe? Or it wasn't him, it was another person, another assassin. It wasn't actually the person I'm thinking of, it was another person. So another person that's not the one I'm thinking of. So, no spoilers here, see that? Another person sat on a chair for, I think it was hundreds of years. I think it was like 400 years or whatever. And waited, similar to kind of Umineko, where you solved this riddle. Waited for someone to solve the not riddle, but like the puzzle to get to him, because he found this hidden tomb. He made this like hidden tomb where he sat on a chair, and then he waited for hundreds of years until another person solved it and figured out where the location was. Went down there and found his corpse, because that's what he died. He died sitting on a chair, waiting for someone to visit him, and then this one person did solve it. Very beautifully in a way, actually. Went there, met this person, but at that point he was a skeleton. So now I'm wondering, oh, okay, obviously after hundreds of years, your corpse will turn into a skeleton. But how long would it take, if I die right now, right this second, it's 2023, how long from 2023, how long would it take for me to be just a skeleton? Just, you know, all my flesh has been, well, eroded, I guess you could say, eroded, you know, what do you call it? I don't even know what the word is in English, but you know what I mean, right? Because eventually your flesh gets, you know, gets eaten up, gets kind of, you know what I mean? It gets, you know, bit by bit, falls off, goes off, right? Nature takes it. You know what I'm talking about? Over time, right? The reason why this happens when we're dead is because when we're alive, obviously, our human bodies, we keep rebuilding our flesh, we keep, you know, we're alive, so of course you don't you know what I'm talking about. God damn it, you know what I mean. How long until... I'm gonna look this up actually, because I'm just... How long until my birthday? Who Googles that? What? How long until my birthday? How do you not know how long it is until your birthday, idiot? How long until melatonin kicks in? I've never taken melatonin, so I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna take melatonin either. How long until... Spoilers? Whoa! Whoa! I'm not gonna say that. How long until 2033? How long until paracetamol works? Okay, fair enough. I actually don't know the answers. I've taken... Okay, I haven't taken melatonin before. I have taken paracetamol before. I don't know how long it takes, but... Or how long it takes until paracetamol works, but it does work. How long until Valentine's Day? How long until spring? Okay, whatever. How long until... the master used to... Okay. How long till a corpse becomes a skeleton? Oh, someone googled that before. 2 weeks? No. After death, the human body decomposes. See, that's the word I was thinking of. Through 4 stages. The final skeleton stage may be reached as quickly as 2 weeks or as slowly as 2 years. Oh yeah, but it depends. Okay, I agree that it depends, but 2 weeks seems a little fast. But yes, obviously it depends on the temperature, on the condition, on the environment around the corpse, right? Depending on the temperature, humidity, and other environmental condition where the body. It does depend on where the body lies and the conditions around it, right? Temperature is obviously important. Humidity is important. You know what material they're on when they die. But 2 weeks is crazy. You'd have to die in some extremely very you know what I mean. But 3 weeks to several years depending on the climate, I guess. So several years, right? So obviously, generally takes 3 weeks. What? It could be as fast as... I did not know that a corpse could become a skeleton as quickly as 3 weeks. I thought it would take longer than that. I thought it would take at least I don't know, a year. I was thinking that. I was thinking it would take a year. I mean, it did say it could take as long as 2 years, but I was thinking minimum a year and maximum, I don't know, a couple years. I don't know, 5, 6, up to 10 years even. Maybe 10 years is a lot. But a couple years, okay? I did not think it could be as quickly as just 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That's fast. But corpses decompose faster than I thought they did. But okay, so by now, it's been 4 decades since the war, so those corpses are definitely skeletons, right? Where are they at?
この部屋の奥に地下道がある。それを進めば島の反対側のクワドリアンの地下につながります。
See? That's where Eva went in episode 3! That's why Eva ended up in Kurodori in episode 3, because she went down this room, because she saw the epitaph. She knows about this room, she saw this underground tunnel, and went to Kurodorian. That's why she was able... See, I know I was right with that theory. I know I was right. She traveled there in episode 3, and that's why she was there at the very end of the episode. That's why Eva survived the explosion as well, because the explosion happened in the mansion, on Rokkenjima, on the other mansion, not on the Kurodorian mansion.
親方様しかご存知でない秘密の屋敷です。
Hey, you guys knew of it too, not just the master.
もちろん、その屋敷ももはや新しき当主のものです。
So does she wanna go visit Kurodorian or not? What's up? Obligatory new part here. So obligatory, I have to mention that I'm still angry that we didn't get to see Asumi Sprite. No, obligatory. I don't care. I want to see Asumi Sprite. I'm actually still not happy about that, and I still have not seen what you guys' thoughts are on me not liking that Asumi Sprite has been shown to us. You might give me arguments, but I don't care. I don't care about your argument. Okay, I do care about your arguments. I'm gonna try to see your POV of it as well. I'm not gonna lie. I will care about your arguments, but I feel like. No matter your arguments, I would still love to see her sprite. I want to know how Asumi looks like. I want to know how Rudolph's first wife looks like. Alright? Before she passed away. That's just me.
あんたのお母さんが暮らしていた屋敷だ。一度行ってみるのもいいだろう。
私のお母さん。
Yeah, your mother lived there sheltered for 19 years. She was older than you when she died, and she lived there for her entire life, by the way. She never got to go out. She never got to leave that mansion. That's a very depressing life, actually. You know, I'm imagining myself, right? I would be around her age when she died, right? And if I didn't get to live the life I've been living up until now, I would have to live in a mansion my entire life up until now, just lead in a mansion where a random old guy comes in, and no, it's not just a random old man. This man is my father, but he treats me as if I'm a romantic interest, and I don't understand his feelings because naturally I'm his daughter, so that makes no sense for me. I shouldn't understand his feelings, but that's how he treats me. And also a bunch of other servants and doctors like Dr. Nanjo that comes in and treats me and stuff. And this goes on for all my life, and then I'm just stuck there my entire life. That's crazy. That's crazy. That would be a depressing life. And yeah, sure, I'm born to a rich family, but bruh, I'd rather lead the life that I'm currently leading in real life than that. Of course, obviously. I feel like you guys would rather that too. I feel like it depends on how bad your life has been, but Kyodori Beto has not had a great life either. Let's be honest here. Yeah, she not only died young, what her father did to her is insanity, absolute insanity. The way he took her chastity is insane. You never even got to see. We never even got to see the scene. We never got to see how Kyodori and Beto felt about that. You know what I mean? If Umineko really wanted to go dark, like real dark, they could have been more descriptive about that scene. About the scene where obviously Kinzo would have needed to, with Kyodori and Beto, they could have been. If Umineko had been more descriptive about that scene, which he could have chosen to do, then we would have seen whether how it was like for Kyodori and Beto. It must not have been a good experience either way. Obviously, it must have been a horrible experience, right? But I feel like the degree of horribleness or the way it would feel for us to read it would vary, right? I imagine Kyodori and Beto was not saying it. I imagine Kyodori and Beto was saying no to his advances, but not like she could do anything about it in the end. Because it's disgusting, but she accepted her father's feelings, but I don't think she. I don't want to think about it anymore. The thing is, the longer I think about it, the more disgusted I get, because just the entire idea of it to me is so horrible. It really is horrific. I can't, man. I don't want to think about it. Anyway, reading on. I've lived alone my whole life. The only person that I've ever felt like calling mother is Kumasawa-san, who always helped me out. The mansion where a mother I've never met nor seen lived. Who in the world am I?
何でもお尋ねください。今のあなたには全てを知る資格がございます。
今は何が何だかわからなくて、何から聞けばいいかもわかりません。
Take your time.
でもきっとたくさん聞きたいことがこれから見つかると思います。その時教えてください。
かしこまりました。
あと、そんなにかしこまられると居心地が悪いです。これまでと同じ口調で話しかけてくれた方が嬉しいです。
Which is understandable, to be fair, because that's how she's been treated her entire life.
それをお望みでしたら、そのようにもいたします。
私もその方が気楽です。
さてね、これからどうするのだ、源氏さん。
Well, that depends on Beto, right?
金蔵さんは亡くなった。
And then you follow Beto's lead, right? She's the new head. Listen to her. Why are you asking Genji? Genji's not the lead.
旦那様と奥様に
Ah.
お亡くなりになられたことをお伝えします。
You're not gonna ask for Beato's opinion on that? You're just gonna choose to do work on your own accord?
そしてリオン様が正式な当主後継者であることをお伝えしなくてはなりません。
But wait a minute, we know that doesn't end up happening though. You only half of what you just said happens. You'll tell him that Kinzo passed away, but you won't tell him that Leon is the official successor. Why? Let me guess. It's because Leon doesn't want to. Leon doesn't want to. And also, Leon just said not to call her Leon-sama. She just said not to be so formal. But Leon, I'm guessing, is gonna say, no, don't make me don't tell them that I'm the official successor. I'm guessing.
今日よりあなたが後ろ宮家当主なのですか。
私が当主なんてそんな。それに次期当主はクラウス様では。
What a big change in life. Going from working as a servant for this family your entire life to not being the head out of nowhere. That in theory should have been impossible. Even if he married better, that still should not have been possible. And just like that, what a turnaround. But it's a turnaround for the worse, isn't it?
碑文の謎を解いた者が次期当主である。これはお預かりしている遺言状にも明記してございます。親方様の最後の命令があなたに全てを引き継ぐことなのです。
待ってください。お気持ちは嬉しいですが、私には次期当主なんて務まりませんし、そんな退任とても引き受けできません。その役目はやはりクラウス様が引き継がれる方がいいと思います。
So why does he eventually not end up inheriting that role? Right? Beato, if he wished to, you could just say right now, alright, Cross inherits the role. Then we wouldn't have the entire argument between all the family members. Then everyone would just acknowledge Cross as the new head, right? That's from your side, but Cross doesn't want that, because Cross is in trouble. Cross wants Kinzo to be alive as long as possible. So, out of respect for the quote-unquote new head, Beato, do you say, okay, Cross seems like he doesn't want to be the next head yet, so I guess I'll let him fake Kinzo's death? Is that what you choose to do, Beato? What's up?
よろしいのですか。
私は今日ここで自分が人なら誰でも知っている両親のこと、私には生まれながらにしてそれがなかった。それを今日ここで得ることができました。それだけで私は十分なんです。
ここで To be fair, not everyone knows about their parents, but yeah. If I suddenly became the Schumer family head, how would Cross-Summer react? How angry would Madame be? Oh, Not's reaction will be priceless. Oh man, I would love to see just like a side story of just of how Nazi would react. How would not just Nazi, how would ever. Oh boy, that honestly, I could watch a whole episode of Umineko of just that scenario, where she chooses to become the next head right here, right now. That would be epic. But yeah, that's just not what happened, is it? I don't want to become the head if it means making them feel like that. Today, I learned who I am, who gave birth to me, how, and when. These are things I want to learn from them as time goes by. That alone is enough.
私はリオン、そして黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェです。それが分かっただけで私は十分です。私は当主を主張するつもりはありません。その役目はクラウス様に。
それは 後ろ宮家当主としてのご命令ですか？
はい。
かしこまりました、親方さん。ではそのようにいたします。
But if you've given Cross the rules in your head, we know that's not what actually happens, though. If you give it to Cross, we know that's not what actually happens. So what's up?
今夜のことも全て内密にしてください。私はこれからも私のままでいます。私が後ろ宮家の当主になって、あるいは黄金を手に入れてやりたいことなど何もないのですから。
I just...
この島でこれまでと同じように待っていたいだけなのです。これまでと同じに何も変わらず、それだけの私の望みです。
かしこまりました、親方様。今夜のことはすべてこの場限りの秘密といたします。
Okay.
熊沢、南條先生、新しき当主様はそうご希望でいらっしゃいます。
あんたがそうしたいというなら、私は何の異論もない。金蔵さんの遺言はあんたに全てを委ねるだ。そのあんたがそれを望むなら、私たちには何の文句もない。
That is what you want to do? If this is what you're doing, no one will complain. Okay.
これまでと同じようにと言いますけれど、本当にこれまでと同じようにこの島で生活を続けられるのですか？これまでと何も変わらず。
Hi.
はい。
See that? I predicted what she was gonna say next. Let's go.
今夜のことは秘密にします。ここも黄金も封印します。もしもお金が必要になったら、その時改めて相談することにします。私にはそれで十分です。
かしこまりました。
かしこまりました。
ここに至る仕掛けも鍵もすべてあなただけのものでございます。そして今夜のことは私ども一同秘密にすることを誓います。次期当主はクラウス様となられますが、
Except you won't.
私の中では真の当主様はあなただけでございます。
In my heart.
ご命令に従い、これからもこれまでと同じように振る舞いますが、いつでもご用命ください。
So what I've gathered from this is
私の主は
you're my
あ
only
なた
master.
だけなのでございます。
You're my only master. So what I've gathered from this is what I've gathered is that Beato has gathered 3 free accomplices for free. 3 free accomplices. They will do whatever she says. God damn it. She has gathered accomplices. So she wants to go on a killing spree. They will listen to exactly everything she says. That's what I've gathered from this. That's what I've understood. So meaning that every single scene now, when rewatching Umineko, or if I ever reread Umineko, I'm sure that time will come too. I would have to look at Genji, at Kumosawa, and at Nanjo very carefully. Look at these 3 very carefully, because these are free accomplices, okay? Accomplices to the crime. They will absolutely do anything that this girl right here says that they should do. Beato says, hey yo, lock the door there, they'll do that. Free accomplices. And this isn't just for one specific episode or another specific episode. This is for all episodes. For all episodes of it, because maybe you think, oh, what if the compasses were switched around? No, for every single episode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, every episode we've seen murders happen. 5 and 6 are a bit iffy, but definitely for episodes 1 through 4, Genji, Kumasawa, and Nanjo will act as Beato says that they need to, and she's the culprit, obviously. So everyone will act as she says, and that's crazy. So when looking at the how done it, this is going to be very important. When looking at the how done it, because now we know the who done it, and I feel like the how done it is very solvable. But now that we know that these three are free accomplices across all the game boards, these three are literally rent-free accomplices. She doesn't even need to do anything to convince them to be on her side. They are on her side automatically. They're like pieces on her game board that are automatically going to do what she says that they need to do. So that's what I've gathered here. If she says that Nanjo should give a false examination, Nanjo will give a false examination. So what happened to Kanon in episode 1 was absolutely a false examination. Kanon did not die in the boiler room of episode 1. There we go. I'm claiming that right now. I've already claimed that before. But Nanjo absolutely will give us false examination. If that's what she wishes, Nanjo will do it. That's what I've gathered from this.
ありがとうございます。
So when it comes to how done it, that's important. So don't trust Nanjo. Don't trust anything Nanjo's ever said regarding corpses being dead or alive. Don't trust that at all. I've asked Mountain of Gold and the ring of the Ishome family head. The dress of the portrait Beatrice. And I became the true Beatrice, the Golden Witch. Right here in my very own Golden Land. If you think about it, not much has actually changed. After all, I've always been the Golden Witch. I've just had a few more people acknowledge that. November 29th. November 29th. The day I became a true witch. Wait. November 29th. Wait. That's 11/29, right? Wait. 11 is it's 11th month of the year? The 29th day. Wait a minute! I got it. I think I got it. Wait. Let's see. What is the number? You guys know exactly what number I'm talking about, right? Was it episode 3 or 4? It was episode 3. What was the freaking number that I ever saw? Number in the... this is a note I have in my notes. In my Red Truth notes. This is a note I had from all the way back in episode 3. I'm very glad I wrote down this number, because it becomes important right now. Number in the parlor where George and Shannon died. 0715. Now listen here. 11/29. I solved it! Let's go! Okay, question. Is it possible to solve that without knowing this information? I don't think so. We did not know November 29th is... Yeah, I think I solved it. And 0715 was obviously Battler's birthday. Battler said it. Battler literally said it. Wow! It was Battler's birthday combined with the day Beato became a true witch. That's crazy! That's what that number meant. But why did Shannon post it in the parlor? Because that's where George and Shannon died together, right? They had a joint death. Obviously Shannon is Beato, so I guess Shannon wrote it in the door with like red blood or whatever. Wrote 0715 because she knows Battler's birthday. Then wrote the date she became a witch. Went in there, killed George. She might have faked her own death actually. Who knows? And then Eva killed Battler. She also killed Nanjo, to be fair. Beato also killed Nanjo and Jessica died because of the bomb. Eva killed Battler. Eva then went to the Golden Land again, to where the goal is. Ran through the tunnel that now, thanks to Genji, we know exists. Goes from the goal to Kildorian. Survived the explosion. Jessica, still blind because of the whole smoke thing with the gun from Eva's gun, died in the 10th Twilight, also known as the explosives. I mean, we really patched things up real well here. We've solved the number in the parlor of episode 3. We've solved the explosives. We've solved some of the how done it. There's really not much. I'm saying there's still some things left in Umineko we need to solve. But there's not much left I feel like we need to solve, is there? Of course, there is one important thing that is left to be solved. The most important thing, of course. But I feel like we might be closing in on that too. I actually wrote something on my notes. There we go, okay? Holy crap, I have so many Red Truth notes. I wrote so much, goddamn, bro. Okay, let's see, episode 7. Episode 7, Red Truth. Wow, there's not been a lot of Red Truth. There's not been a lot of Red Truth this episode. The only Red Truth I wrote are like from the very start. Will saying that it's forbidden for a servant to be the culprit, it is forbidden to have a crime without a corpse, and it's forbidden to have a crime without all clues presented. And Burns saying, don't worry, everything is gathered here in red. Those are the only Red Truth we've had this episode. But yeah, otherwise, this has been a very Red Truth lacking part, which I guess makes sense. But I feel like overall, now we solved that code, 1129. I don't know if I felt like I remembered the 1129 number, the number to George's room. So Batra's birthday with this date, that adds up. I feel like the rest of the how done it, I feel like is solvable. We can solve the rest of the how done it. But of course, the most important part, the motive. Have you really figured out the motive? That is the most important part, of course. Umineko said it itself. The visual novel keeps telling us, right? Don't forget the heart. What is the motive? What is the most important part? And I still don't know if I can claim that I know what the motive is. I'm trying to understand Beato's heart, but I don't know if I can claim that I know what the motive is.
Ah, 我こそは我にして我らなり。我は黄金の魔女ベアトリーチ。この六軒島の真の支配者にして無限の黄金の所有者。でも何も満たされず、たった一人の思い人が帰ってきてくれる日を待っています。
Chapter break, okay. But we're not gonna end the part there because we've only been recording for about half an hour or something. Maybe more than half an hour. Could be 40 minutes, I think. 45 minutes or something. But we're gonna keep reading here. We're gonna try to get at least 1 hour. The Witch what? The Witch Illusion Scatters? What was the name of that chapter? I don't know. But it's okay. We don't need to know right now. We'll probably get an Act 9. We'll probably get an Act 9 thing going on. Because we're probably about to enter Act 9 now, right? This is the last chapter, the last act, Act 9, right? And that, as they say, is that's a Final Fantasy X reference. And that, well... Wait, oh, so you're not going to go through 1985 and 1986? Or at least 1985, you're not going to go through that? Yeah, Bernie's also confused. Oh, Bern. You don't? Yeah, true. Because what happens in the next 2 years, we've seen in episode, especially in episode 6. Alright, the inner conflict between Canon and Shannon. Episode 6 was basically the next 2 years. We already know what the next 2 years end up being. We've already got plenty of rundown on that. I guess we don't actually need them, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We don't need to know anymore. That's fair. Because the whole thing with Shannon and Canon, we know how that gets resolved, right? We know how that goes. The whole thing, yeah, George, Jessica, and Battler coming back. Okay, yes, we know the rest, I guess. But can we deduce what the motive is from what we've gone so far then? Yep. That's the whole fight that we saw last episode, and Shannon won that fight, which makes sense. Mm-hmm.
決闘はしたのです。
Mm-hmm.
決着もつきかけていました。
But it basically was decided, and then in episode 6 at least, it basically was decided Shannon won, and then Beata went in to save Battler against Erika. That's how that ended.
しかし1986年という年はあまりに無慈悲が過ぎました。
運命を呪ったろうな。
はい。あと1年早ければ、
1 year sooner or 1 year later, right?
あるいは遅ければ。
1 year sooner, and it would have been too early. Her love buds for George and Jessica would have been that deeply rooted. And if it was 1 year later, then it would have been too late for Battler, right? She would have already been, the love duel would have been settled. She would have stuck out with George for good, and Kano would have disappeared, right? Because we saw Kano would have then just gone. Then I wonder, regarding Kanon, right, and his introduction to the servants. Because how did the whole thing with Jessica go? Did Kanon actually get properly introduced, or is Kanon a complete fake? You know what I mean? So how did Kanon, you know what I mean? Because did Shannon one day disguise herself as Kanon, and then present herself as a new servant for the German family, and everyone went along with it? And eventually Kanon built a relationship with Jessica? How did that go? Does that make sense? Was that what I'm saying? Make sense? Does that mean that Shannon fooled everyone except, I guess, Genji and Kumasawa and stuff, and Nanjo? Shannon fooled everyone into thinking that a servant Kanon actually existed, except for the ones that we know she didn't fool? Or was Shannon just Shannon the entire time, and everyone knows that that single human was Shannon the entire time, except from Jessica's POV, Shannon looked like a boy enough, or at least when she wore clothes that looked like Kanon's, and when she took on Kanon's personality, Jessica fell in love with that Kanon personality. And then when George was around, it would make more sense if she managed to fool everyone, I feel like, because how would... I mean, I'm not saying that, I mean, or maybe George and maybe Shannon is Shannon the entire time and didn't really disguise herself as Kanon, really. It was mostly just Jessica and George fell in love with the same person, and it just one of them, I mean, one of their sexuality is all off, because we don't really know what Beato's gender. We don't know what Yasuda's gender is, right? So we don't know how they were born. If they were born with, well, I'm gonna say it in the crude way here. We don't know if they were born with a penis or a vagina. We don't know how Yasuda was born. But regardless, it's ambiguous. But it seems like both Jessica and George fell in love with the same person. Jessica being a guy, Jessica being a girl. That's not. Those two facts are solid. So the sexuality comes into play here, right? The question of sexuality. So George fell in love with Shannon, Jessica fell in love with Kanon, but they're the same human. Are George and Jessica aware that it's the same human, or did Shannon disguise? Yeah, I don't actually know. Or did Shannon successfully create a new servant and disguise Kanon into so that everyone else would look at Kanon and go, yeah, that's a separate person. That ain't Shannon. How did that go? Nah, but I feel like they did successfully manage to create another person, because when Battler was introduced again to the island, everyone was introducing him. Hey, it's a new servant you don't know yet. His name is Kanon. Yeah, Kanon introduced yourself to Battler, whatever, right? So I feel like at some point, Beata did successfully succeed in introducing Kanon as a new servant, and Genji and the rest went along with it. Even though this was before, by the way, this was before Yasuda solved the epitaph. that's when the canon was introduced before that. Canon was from 1983, not 1984. So remember that. So I guess Genji, Kumasawa and stuff went along with it, and everyone else just got fooled somehow with Kanon's new appearance, and they just kind of accepted it. That okay, new servant, Kanon, cool. He came from the Gospel House, cool. Alright, new arrival. We'll go with it. Maybe. I don't know how Shannon managed to set things up so that Kanon could be a new servant that joins, but she did. And Nazi was okay with it. Cross gave the A-OK. They were all A-OK with it. They saw no issues. How did the paperwork go? How, you know what I mean? How did all of that go? I don't know. But okay, let's keep reading.
決闘の勝敗は違う形ではあってもついただろうな。
Yeah. Silently, Claire hung her head. If only I had been given time. Or else, if I hadn't been given time to think and agonize. I curse everything. Why did it have to be 1986? The end of the world. What a name for a soundtrack. At least it's better than a song without a name, instrumental. That's a horrible name for a soundtrack. This is much better. To delegate my fate.
委ねる。先代当主より全てを受け継いだ儀式の時のように、私もまた奇跡という名の運命に身を委ねることを選びました。
You decide to put yourself in the hands of that fate called a miracle, okay? It may be more accurate to say that I entrusted my fate to a spin of the roulette. We could not even decide our own fate, so we let fate decide everything for us. Perhaps someone's efforts will be rewarded, or perhaps all will be joined and set free, or perhaps someone will be kind enough to put a stop to this lunacy. Claire hung her head and let a single tear drop down. Humans will carelessly say that people have infinite possibilities. However, the Endless Switch knows how limited those possibilities really are. Very ironic that her name is the Endless Switch, and she says that possibilities are very limited. Very ironic that the name is Endless Switch here. So, within the limits of her fate, she tried to find the infinite. She tried to find the infinite, okay? By entrusting her fate to God, she tried to find the infinite. However, this did not mean that she abandoned her fate, because she spun fate's roulette with an unshakable and certain will. A certain fate where absolutely no one could escape if the epitaph was not solved. The explosives that would guaranteed go off at midnight of October 5th, 1986. Where did she get the explosives from though? With it, she sealed up the island, herself included. October 4th and 5th, 1986 were sealed away by an absolute and certain will, and she entrusted herself to one of the fates that could be chosen in that short span of time on that island.
今度こそ私の告白はおしまいです。私の事件への動機はもう十分でしょう。これでわからぬならもはや語りません。
You should be able to find the motive of the crime? Okay.
どうせ私の心など誰もわからぬでしょうから。
If you still do not know, I will say no more. It's not as though anyone could understand my heart anyway. Okay. But we will try anyway. We have to try and understand your heart. Someone has to try and understand your heart, because Battler didn't. Until he was too late.
そうだな。
He was too late to understand it.
もうそれ以上を語る必要はね。
運命の袋小路に迷い込んだ私にとってリオン、あなたがどれほどの希望であるかわかるでしょうか。私はあなたの別の可能性、あなたが幸せであることは妬ましく、そしてそれ以上に眩しくて嬉しいのです。あなたという未来があり得た。今の私にはそれだけで救いなのです。私は私の分まで幸せになってください。あなたに最後に会えてよかった。感謝します、ベルンカステル卿。
私はあんたの葬儀を執り行ってるだけ。感謝なんていらないわ。ではそろそろおしまいにしましょうか。亡者は亡者の国へそろそろ送り出されるべきだわ。
はい、私のお葬式なのですから。私はあるべきところにもう帰りましょう。
Back to my other.
そんな顔をしないで。そしてあなたが私でなかったことをどうか喜んで、私もまたあなたが私でないことを
あなたは
喜んでいきます。
I thought she was done. Wow.
あなたの分まで。
Oh, but she's done there. Okay. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at knowing when they're done with sentences. My bad, y'all. I did not do this on purpose.
ありがとう。
It's good.
幸せになって。
幸せ。
そして素敵な人と出会って。
A wonderful partner, Leon. It doesn't have to be your cousin this time, but you know.
願わくばあなたが魔女として目覚めず人間として生き、一なる魂を持って愛するたった一人の人を愛し抜ける、そんな人生を送ることを願っています。
So, what's up with her having gray eyes and you having blue eyes? Hmm?
ウィルさん、あなたという傍観者に感謝します。あなたは私が本当に理解してほしかったあの人ではないけれど、私の心を救ってくれました。
俺はお前を理解する。心をないがしろにしね。
Bill doesn't ignore the heart.
ありがとう。私は理解してくれた素晴らしき傍観者のあなたに 私の最後を委ねたいと思います。
This OST goes in, by the way. Oof.
俺でいいのか？
Are you sure?
はい。私にとって大事なのは縁ある人ではなく理解してくれた人です。
Okay. The one I wanted to understand me didn't. A person with no connection to me did. There's nothing sad about it. On the contrary, the fact that a person with no relation to me was still able to understand me is a miracle that I feel grateful for.
あなたは良き傍観者であり、私を理解してくださったたった一人の人。それで縁には十分です。
わかった。
私の心臓を名もなき素晴らしき傍観者のあなたに捧げます。
Something's about to happen. I've taken a big pause there, sorry. But you can tell something's about to happen. Big. I offer my heart to you, nameless and wonderful observer. Goddess Gardena?
リオン、下がりなさい。
Ooh, get back? Wait, what's about to happen? Step back, she said.
何が始まるんですか？ミステリーは探偵が引導を渡さなきゃ死ねないの。
What last fights? Oh, when the detective explains the motive of the culprit, or what? He's been well about to go properly in depth and explain the motive, but I thought we were done explaining the motive. Last fights.
お前の心臓だけ止めればいいのか？
死者を弔うとき、心臓だけを棺に収めますか？
Wait, what's he saying again? Just stop your heart being off? Ah. When you're more than the dearly party, you just put their hearts into the coffin. So you're saying he has to put the entire body in the coffin.
わかった。土より生まれたものは土に帰る。
Return to earth returns to earth. Okay.
お前のすべて土に返そう。
So what? He's going to take your entire body and send it back down to earth? How does that work?
土は土に、
Earth to earth?
灰は灰に、塵は塵に。
Nah. No Aimer. Not right now. We're not gonna sing Aimer. Not right now. Not Last Stardust. That's a different song.
幻は幻に、
Illusions to illusions.
そして夢は夢に。
Dreams to dreams. What are you talking about? Don't make this sound like some Kingdom Hearts dialogue. What are you talking about? We've heard it. We've heard this line of dialogue before at the start of this episode, didn't we? Right.
それでは始めましょう。
Let us begin.
私の埋葬。
This is my bureau. Okay. How does that work?
いつでもいい。
Whenever you're ready. I feel like I should end the part soon because I feel like thing is gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna leave that for next part. Whenever you're ready.
始めましょう。まるで私の最後のゲームの最後のように。
Like in episode 4. Okay, yeah, okay. I think we're gonna end things off there. Because it's been about an hour and I feel like a long piece of thing is about to start here. So just like at the end of episode 4, you know how in the episode at episode 4, Battler had to try and explain, had to try and beat Beato. That took its time. That took a while. So I'm gonna leave all of that for next part because I don't know how long it's going to take. And if it takes a long time, I think I'd better off leave it for next time. But okay, we're gonna end things off there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this part at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. Next time we start off this final game, which if it might last a long time, so I think it's a good place to stop here. The end of my final game, so just like in episode 4. But Battler, Battler at the end of episode 4, small bombs. Yeah, we'll see how Will does here. We'll see what's about to happen. I'm not too sure, so yeah. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading it, and I'll see you guys next time for this final game. Or in the same manner, I guess. Alright, yo. Peace.